It's the new year, and I'm here to help you actually accomplish one or two of those resolutions. If you're one of those people who have denounced resolutions this year, don't worry. I won't tell anyone that you're still trying to improve yourself. This is part two. So if you didn't listen to part one on building consistent habits, listen to that one first. Or if you're a rebel, do it after you finish this episode. I don't mind. Welcome back to Savvy Psychologist. I'm your host, Dr. Monica Johnson. Every week on this show, I'll help you face life challenges with evidence based approaches, a sympathetic ear, and zero judgment. Number six is to leverage the power of rewards. Pair the habit with an immediate reward. For example, Anna wants to exercise regularly. She loves watching a particular TV show, so she only allows herself to watch it while she's on the treadmill. The immediate reward of entertainment makes exercising more enjoyable. Listen, some of us need some sort of immediate gratification, and you want to learn how to work around that. Don't judge it, but also don't use it as the reason to not challenge yourself. Number seven is to make habits easy. Reduce friction by preparing in advance. For example, Rebecca wants to start eating healthier. She preps meals for the week every Sunday and keeps cut up fruits and veggies at eye level in the fridge. This makes healthy eating the default choice when she's hungry. I have an unbreakable sweet tooth. One of my habits is to limit the amount of sweets that are in the house at any given time. I'm rarely motivated to get up and go to the grocery store simply to get a sweet that I'm craving. It's easy to be in the habit of reducing sweets when the effort to satisfy the craving is only outweighed by my desire for convenience in that moment. Laziness for the win, am I right? Number eight is to create accountability. Share your goals with a friend or join a community with similar objectives. For example, Jamar wants to wake up earlier. He tells his friend Dwayne about his goal and asks Dwayne to call him every morning at 6 a.m. for a quick chat. Knowing someone is counting on him helps him stay consistent. All peer pressure isn't bad. I'm an introvert that you will almost never find working out alone. Why? Because I cheat. If I'm watching a video or working out in the gym alone and I'm supposed to do 10 reps, I'll do 8. If I'm in a class and I know we're all here together, I always want to do my part, which means I'm far less likely to cheat. I want to honor the space and honor the people who put in the effort to show up. Number nine is to reframe setbacks as data. Treat lapses as opportunities to learn, not failures. Reflect on what went wrong and adjust your strategy. For example, Lisa plans to go to yoga 3 times a week, but misses a session because of a late meeting. Instead of giving up, she reflects on the setback and adjusts her schedule to attend a class at a different time. This is so important because I see so many people give up as soon as a hiccup occurs. Life will never give you an open runway. When you experience these setbacks, regroup and adjust in a way that is reasonable for you and allows you to continue making progress on whatever your goal is at that time. Number 10 is to practice patience and self compassion. Acknowledge that habit formation takes time, in most cases, a few months. Be kind to yourself when progress is slow. For example, Emma wants to learn a new language. After a few weeks, she still struggles with basic phrases and feels discouraged. Instead of quitting, she reminds herself that progress takes time and celebrates small wins, like correctly pronouncing a new word. An old adage comes to mind for me here. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. Cheerleading yourself will almost always get you further in the long term. A kind word to yourself makes it so much easier to wake up and approach the hard thing. The truth is, habits aren't about being perfect. They're about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. Some days showing up might mean crushing a 5K run. Other days it might mean putting on your running shoes and going on a 5-minute walk. And guess what? Both are wins because you're reinforcing the idea that this habit is a part of who you are. So be kind to yourself. Celebrate the small wins. A single glass of water, a 1-minute meditation, or reading half a page of that book you've been meaning to finish since 2019. Habits are built brick by brick. And even the wobbliest bricks are better than none. And remember, it's okay to laugh at your missteps. Forgot your habit entirely for a week? Call it a creative pause. Missed a gym session? You've invented active rest. The point is to keep going because the magic of habits lies not in perfection, but in persistence. So go ahead, be the wonderfully imperfect human that you are. Keep stacking those tiny wins. Reward yourself with things that make you smile. And never underestimate the power of simply trying again tomorrow. What's a habit that you're working on? Let me know. You can contact me via Instagram at kindmindpsych or via my email at psychologist@quickanddirtytips.com. The Savvy Psychologist is a quick and dirty tips podcast. It's audio engineered by Steve Rickyberg, with script editing by Brandon Getchis. Our podcast and advertising operations specialist is Morgan Christensen. Our digital operations specialist is Holly Hutchings. And our marketing and publicity associate is Avina Tomlin. Nathaniel Hoops is our marketing contractor. Follow Savvy Psychologist on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's all for this episode of Savvy Psychologist. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week.